And I'm just telling you, I pray they have a wonderful day. But your mama is free today. So it's like I'm chillaxing. So I said, good morning. Let me go live. Let me talk to the people. Let me share a little bit of knowledge tidbits about how you can be making money directly from your phone. Because in healthcare, a lot of times we're burnt out. We work 3 12s a week. And we just do it because we think that's, I mean, conditioned. We've been taught that way to go to college, get a degree, and then work for 40 years, retire on 40% of your income and make it work. It's supposed to still have the same lifestyle. We know it doesn't work like that. That's why we hear so many people talking about they are on a fixed income and they can't do the things that they was hoping they could have did when they retired. And so you guys, what we talk about in my live is how we're going to change that narrative, how we can do things to make sure that we make extra income that's coming into the household. But it starts with the decisions that we make today. And so a lot of times people don't even know that this wonderful world even exists called digital marketing. I was introduced to it 2 years ago in July of 2024. And when I first heard about it, just to be perfectly honest with you guys, I wasn't open to it because I had worked as a nurse for 15 years, taking care of patients bedside. Oh, I was trying to share this out, but I didn't know how. There we go. Boom. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what we got. Hold on, y'all. Let me share my live out really quickly first. See if I can get some people in here to engage. And let's get this sucker pushed out. Hold on. Hold, please. Hold on, hold on. Let me get this thing pushed out. You can do about 15 people. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to send this out to some people. Send separately. Hey, all right, boom. All right, now we can get this thing crack-a-lacking. I'm live today on both TikTok as well as YouTube. But 2 years ago, when I was introduced to this, I wasn't looking for it per se at the moment. I knew that I wanted to do something different, but I didn't know what that different was going to be. And so I worked for 15 years bedside as a registered nurse. And I loved it. I started out in CVICU. I loved helping patients. Then I went to telemetry step down unit. The reason I bounced around in my nursing career is because I was looking for freedom. I have 4 children. And at the time I had 4 kids, 10 and under. Well, when I first became a nurse, I only had 2. But you know how families is. We end up like little rabbits, having some more. So I had more babies. And then I started moving around. I got certified. I used to teach LPN students. But truthfully, what I was trying to do was make more money, climb the ladder so that then I could work less. So that was the whole goal, to have more of an easier shift, make more money, and work less. Well, that didn't work out so well. So someone introduced me to Mary Kay. I started doing Mary Kay. Hey, Cynthia, good morning. I did Mary Kay for a minute, and I became a sales director in that company within 6 months. I did that for 3 years. You don't make a lot of money. Most of the bulk of your money is going to be made only by the products that you sell. So that's why Mary Kay people are always selling, selling, selling. It's always a hustle. You're always looking for your next sale. You're always looking for customers. You're approaching strangers. Hey, Kevin. And so I did that for 3 years, y'all. Never made enough money from that to leave my job. Hey, Dorothy. I was just trying to figure out how I'm going to leave nursing because nursing was killing you, girl. I was like, I got to do something different. Who cares about the degree? If I can make more money, we out. Good morning. Thank you so much for speaking back, Kevin. Let me pin you. You got 11 by your name. So that shows you already know how to use this and to engage. So while I was in Mary Kay, you become friends with other directors. And so another director was like, Danielle, I'm getting ready to turn in my Mary Kay car. And I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with the MLM world, multi-level marketing world. Certain achievements and things, we don't give them back. It's a sign of honor. It's almost like people use it to brag as if they're something better than another person. It's a crazy world to be in, but we don't do that. So when she did that, that got my attention. Good morning, Duncan. Good morning, Gigi. Good morning, Unstoppable. Hey, Sonia. Good morning over on YouTube. How are you doing? Thank you so much for waving. I appreciate it and engaging. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I teach people how to make money directly from their phones. I've been doing this for 2 years after having a long stint in healthcare as well as in the MLM world. And now that I've landed here, it's been the best thing I've ever done. I make more money than I could working as a nurse. It does take consistency. This is a skill that you learn, and then you will continue to practice it. You're doing good? Good. What state or country y'all in? Put that in the chat too, y'all. I love to see where everyone is coming from. So put what state or what country you're in. It's exciting just to see how social media connects us with people all over the world. And I'm going to tell you how you can use this to grow your business and to make money. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter if you already have a physical product that you sell. Doing digital marketing is going to get you more appeal. It's going to get you seen by more people. Atlanta, Georgia's in the house. Hey, my sister-in-law moved down there. She's not in Atlanta. She's in one of those outskirt places called Duluth. Not sure if you heard it, but Duluth. Okay, she's in Duluth. You're born and raised in Alabama, and now you live in horrible Missouri. Missouri. I've never been to Missouri. I've driven through Alabama only because We drove one time to Destin, Florida. Oh my God, never again. That's a long ride from Richmond, Virginia. I think it took us like 13 hours. And but I remember the sign said, "Now that you crossed into Alabama, turn your clock back," or something like Central Standard Time. Um, uh, so that's pretty cool. Different. Hold on one second. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you. I had to fix something up in my account. Okay, so we got Australia in the house and Nana. Hey, I'm not sure where you're coming in from. Welcome. Well, I'm in Virginia. I'm in Richmond, Virginia. I'm a registered nurse. You're in Cali. I also lived in Cali. Well, you are just a world traveler. I tell you, I want to be just like you. I keep asking my husband, can we move? Because my allergies are so bad. So I am now doing some allergy drops. I'm not sure if any of y'all ever heard of Curex, but I'm using Curex drops and I hope that'll work. But so far, no relief. I've had a headache a couple times this week because my allergies are just that bad. The trees, the grass, and everything. But whenever I'm in the tropics, your girl is fine. And so that's the good thing. So to connect with me on my page, how do you subscribe to my page? It's just right at the top. Well, on YouTube is a subscribe button. Over here, it's called follow on TikTok. So all you have to do at the top, you should see the word follow. You hit follow, and that's it. If you go to my website, that's how you can get the free information. Yes, Nana, I'm live on TikTok as well as YouTube. So I'm live on both platforms at the exact same time. And yeah, and it's just easier to do. Like I always tell people, I'm one person. And so this is a way that you can maximize and use both platforms at the same exact time. Over on YouTube, I do make long form content, meaning my videos are 3 to 6 minutes. I just recently came over to YouTube when I learned about how much money is made in YouTube. I have a girlfriend who makes about $1,000 a week just off of the ads that run through her videos that she makes on YouTube. And so I never would have known all these skills, you guys, if I first didn't invest in a course. But let me just explain to you. YouTube pays a lot of money for those who create content there, and people pay for ads. Like they make little infomercials and they pay YouTube to run them. If they run in between your videos, you get paid every single week. Hey Jade, that's right. She said clock in, learn. And so it's just a very nice platform to be on. So now I make sure that I post a video on YouTube every single week. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in order to get monetized over there and get paid for the ads running through. So I'm at 760 something subscribers. But y'all, I don't care what your passion is. Put something in the chat that you're very passionate about. I'm gonna tell you how to turn it into making money. Good morning, Keisha. And Sonia, all of y'all already in the sweet spot. You're already on YouTube. It's time for you to start monetizing it and using it to make money. So we're going to talk about that really quickly because I want all of y'all, all of us can make money directly from our phones. That's the cool thing about it. I sell digital courses. That makes me money. I have communities. I do TikTok shop. I have, my husband does drop shipping. I have checks that come in monthly from System.io, Repurpose.io. I get paid from School Network. I have about 11 streams of income now on the internet, but it all started with me first buying a digital course because without the course, I wouldn't have known how to create content, how to get live, go live, how to optimize my videos, all the things that I had to learn first. That's what the course taught me. So Keisha, okay, Keisha is very passionate about nursing. So nursing is such a broad topic, right? So if that's your passion, then what you would do is you would start creating videos on YouTube, turn your phone horizontally. That's what it means when they say long form. It doesn't mean the amount of time. Oh, you're so sweet. I appreciate it. It means how you're holding your phone. So instead of holding it vertically, turn it long ways, sideways, and then you make videos. And then record and talk about what's important to you in nursing. Is it the state of nursing and how things are going? Is it the passion or different tricks that you've learned to help you maybe dress a wound quicker? Whatever it is, then you can talk about that and make that your channel. But when you are creating content, what you also have to learn is how do you create your content in a way that people who are searching for that find you? Because if you're taking notes, I want you to understand that YouTube used to be the #1 search engine in the world. Now, whenever people have questions, they go to Google, right? So Google is the #1 search engine in the world, followed by YouTube, but they have a contractual agreement. So when you Google something like how to do this, that, and the third, how to put together this IKEA dresser because you lost your instructions, it's going to pop up a YouTube video of someone doing that. So whenever you create content, you have to always word it the way that people think, the way that people type on the computer, the way that people search. And you can make that very easy. I used to use something called Ask the People, but Ask the People now have become paid. And then I just saw last week that the platform just shut down. But what it did was gathered all the questions that people typed in on the internet. And that helps you to title your content. It helps you to put your subtitles in your videos. all the things, because you want the way that, like, say for instance, say I got a program, like I got a program, and every time I sell the program that I'm learning from, I make $227. I wouldn't make a video how to make $227 a day, because ain't nobody searching for that. People are searching how to make money at home, how to make money from my phone. I need $1,000 this week. How do I make Wi-Fi money? How can I work less, make more? I have to type your content the way that people are looking for it. Does that make sense, y'all? I just want to make sure, because I want to just make it so that you understand. So that's how you make that money, right? So in your case of nursing, you would think about, how do people search for a specific topic that you want to talk about? And that's how you come up with your titles and your hooks and your words that's in your video, because that way people will find it. And we're here to make this. We're not here to have fun. Like years ago, like before I got into digital marketing, I would just post twice a day. Well, once in a while on Facebook, because I've been on Facebook for over 20 years. So I would post a picture of my family. Like today, I might post the first day of school for my kids. And a little picture, and you keep it pushing. But now I'm very conscious that the way I use the internet now is to make money. It's not just to be doomsday scrolling, keeping up with people. It's not just to keep people updated with me, but it has to have a purpose to make money. So even when I go live, all the things. So the same is true when you're starting to create content, even if you're passionate about gardening and you're talking about dirt and the times of the year that you should plant, you should be outside doing that. Have your camera, have a tripod, get one for $10. I brought one for $10 off of Amazon, y'all. And let me tell y'all something else, do Amazon reviews. You're going to learn that too. So the program that I have, it also teaches you how to get paid to do Amazon reviews on the things that you buy, because that way your stuff is free. Okay, you paid for it. It's a tax write-off, but you're going to get something back, right? Get your stuff for free, get paid. It's just things that we do all the time that we just never think about. We don't do promotion on the internet anymore. Like you go to a restaurant and the food is good and you're like, oh, had a good night. Or people go to the movies and everybody was dressed up for Michael. Is Michael movie paying anybody to share that they went to the movies and saw it and then y'all dress like it? You're not getting paid for that. So why are you doing free advertisement for a movie? You went fine. Just say, hey, me and my babe went to the movies last night. We had a good time. Don't be promoting somebody's product and you're not making money. That's the difference. When you start becoming an entrepreneur and not just an employee, your mindset is going to totally switch, because you'd be surprised at how many family members and friends, they take your advice. They take your it's almost like you're advertising for something and they go and do that thing or buy that thing because you suggested it and because you used it. So when you get into this space, what you're learning is that a switch has to take place in the mind to say, oh, no, we're not doing that. Hey, Gigi, good morning. Christine, how are you? And so that's what happens when you get in this space. Is a mental switch. You're learning, oh, this is attached to a dollar sign. I don't do that no more. Oh, we don't do that. And it's amazing. Now it's programmed in my subconscious mind that now before I get ready to post something, I'm thinking, oh, how do I put a spin on this? Yeah, I'm here at the mall today. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. This is the freedom I have because I work for myself. I remember taking my kids to shop for back to school. It had to be after work or on the weekends when everybody else was there. This is nice. Empty mall. Go to any store we want. You see what I'm saying? So you learn these things by means of having a program. Before that, Danielle didn't know how to do that. That's me, y'all. Welcome in. And if you just got here, I'm glad to have you. I have my website here on the screen. Go visit my website. You can look at the information about Lux Income Lounge. I love Lux. It's only $267. That's all I'm gonna say. It's the cheapest program I've ever had. I've been doing this for 2 years, and I brought courses that I paid $1,000 for, $900, $600. This course here is only $267. It's an affiliate program, and you make good money, and they got good education. I'll show you in a minute, but let's talk about making this money for all my people on YouTube and for my people here on TikTok. If you want to make money and you want repeat income, get you a YouTube channel and start creating it. Does anybody in here have a YouTube channel? Of course, I know all y'all do over here because y'all are on YouTube watching me live. So, hey, subscribe and I'll catch you soon and watch some of my videos and learn more about digital marketing. Learn how I had a $7,000 week in this space. Crazy, $7,000 one week. I remember when I had my first 10K month, that was 5 months in. So go watch my videos and learn more about me. So I've been making long form videos over there on YouTube and I'm glad to have you. Thank you so much. So come on in. And also for the people that's on YouTube, if you join my free community, I also have another community that I have that's helping people get monetized on YouTube before they change all the rules on February 1st. So for my YouTube subscribers who are watching me right now, YouTube come February 1st, instead of it being 4,000 watch hours, it's going to 8,000. And instead of 1,000 subscribers, it's going to 2,000. So I put together a focus sprint group. It's only going to be around for 6 months. I am ending the group come February. It is designed to help you get monetized. Okay. So what we're doing is once you get in there, I have a leaderboard. Once you fill out the sheet, you're going to automatically be populated on the leaderboard. People click your link, your page, they automatically follow you. And then each day that you drop a new video, there's a slot in my community for you to put that. People can click it, put your video on 2x speed to play it all the way through to the end and comment so that you get the watch hours. One goal, okay, is monetization for everybody so we can get paid. We're going to get this money. YouTube pays the most money out of all the platforms. Y'all all know that. The most money they ever make, virality, is on YouTube. Anytime you want to check, you better get on YouTube. So y'all who are there, get in my free community, learn about my other paid community that I have. It's only $5 a month, and it's ending come February, okay? So just so y'all know that. My YouTube channel is Life After _nursing. Same as my page here, Life After Nursing. Because this is my life after nursing, right? I'm not going back. I love this. I mean, I'm just gonna tell y'all, like, I just took my kids to school. I done got dressed and for the gym. Zumba starts at 11 o'clock. So I will leave here and I'm gonna go to Zumba. And then I'm gonna take a shower and then go see my grandbaby. She's 3 weeks old. And my daughter and my son-in-law have a dentist appointment. So I'm going to keep my little grandbaby. I'm so excited. I just love her so much. I know any grandparents in the house. This is our first grandbaby. And I'm just telling you, oh, just loving and spoiling her up. So I'm going to go over there and spend time with her. But I love it because I have the freedom to just do this. You know, I don't have to ask permission and take time off. I just remember wanting to be able to do things, you know, and I'm gonna tell you, I was exhausted. Like the 4 days that I would be off from nursing, those were the days that I would schedule the kids' dentist appointments, doctor's appointments, my hair appointment, and all the stuff. So you really don't get a chance to rest. People be like, oh, it's your day off. I know you took it easy and you rest. Girl, ain't no resting. I got to fold the clothes that I washed 2 weeks ago that's still been piled up on the chair. You got things to do. And so now it's just like I have a rhythm, and I'm really about to have a rhythm now since the kids went back to school and it's their first time going to school in 2 years. It feels different in this house. I can yell and see, it's gonna be cool. I ain't gotta worry about thinking about nobody what they're gonna eat for lunch. I guess they'll eat that little nasty school lunch. I don't know what they're gonna do. And they packed some crackers, some goldfish crackers and granola bars and stuff and took it to school with them today. I don't know. I guess they'll figure it out. They in high school, a senior and I got a sophomore. Y'all, they're gonna figure it out. But I'm free today and I'm gonna be free for the rest of the school year. So we're gonna see how this thing goes. This is gonna be interesting. I feel a little, you know, ain't nobody home with me. My husband be here, but no churn up in here. It's different. And so y'all, but I wouldn't have this life if I didn't take a chance on myself and learn digital marketing, just to tell you the truth. So the past 2 years, this is all I have been doing is promoting courses that I purchased from someone else. I love promoting other people's courses. One, because it saved me some work. So I don't know about y'all. If y'all trying to work smart, not harder, get a program that's already done. Meaning someone else has taken the time to create it. They do all the training calls. You're not responsible for tech. You're just responsible for learning how to use the internet to make money, right? And then what you learn, you're going to apply it to whatever business that you have. So if you already have a business, great. If you got a physical business where you sell physical products, good. If you have a digital business, when you created digital assets, you're going to use the internet to promote and sell that. A digital asset is just something different from physical. For all of my new people who may never heard this before, this is a physical product. My little readers I got from Dollar Tree, right? This can only be sold to me in one person's house at one time. A digital asset, I want you to think of something that can be transmitted through the internet, through email, like a book, a cookbook, a recipe, a template, a course. Like kids go to college and they take digital online courses. That is digital products. It's not a physical copy, but everything is electronic and digital, okay? So you got people who come to the internet, they create digital assets and they sell digital products, okay? Then marketing it, that's called a form of digital marketing, learning how to market it properly on the internet. Learn those skills, y'all, because no one can take them from you. That's the beautiful thing about learning digital in this digital space and how to make money on the internet. Thank you so much for reposting and sharing out this live. Y'all, thank you. Share the live out. Let's share it out and get some people here. And thanks for helping me get to the 5,000 taps. But because people need to understand that you can learn these skills and make money from anywhere. It's no different than me being a nurse. I can insert an NG tube, a Foley, a rectal tube. I can suction. I can do all these things, draw blood. Why? Because I have the skills. I mean, I'm marketable. I can always go get another job. Skills is things that people can't take from you. So I don't care if TikTok should shut down, if YouTube should go away. Thank you, Lori. Thank you so much. I could care less. I have the skills. I know how to build a business in this space now. I can go to another platform. I know how to create content. It doesn't matter. There's going to be businesses out here who need someone to handle their social media aspect of their company. I know how to post and get it in front of people. So learn the skills, because the skills is what people can't take from you. Like, I lost my business in Melaleuca. Why? Because I realized I didn't own that business. So when I started another MLM company, they shut my business down and didn't let me stay. That taught me a valuable lesson. Sometimes the goal, I realized that the goal needs to be changed. My goal used to be, oh, how can I get out of corporate America and get something else to make more money? But that one may not be the end goal, because look what it got me. They took my business and shut it down. So just replacing one is not enough. You got to have multiple streams of income. And so when you get these courses, yes, sell the course initially, because there's so much money to be made in it. It's so many people who don't know how to make money from their phones. Sell the course, because you're going to have a huge market. People need to learn those skills. But inside is where the magic takes place. That's where the transformation comes from, is learning these skills and applying it to yourself, that no one can take it from you. And so not only do the course mentor you, but when you buy from me, I work with you until you have your first sale. Now, if I don't hear from you, I can't help you. I'm not going to drag you. I don't do that, but I'm available. So if you need me, I'm here. I have my own community. I do weekly training calls. They're there for you. Get on, get the education. This is how I pour into you, work with you. I can analyze what you're doing to help you make more money. But if I don't know you need help and you don't show up, then guess what? Danielle can't help you. Now, these courses, sometimes they can get big. They're really good because you can get on them, you can raise your hand and ask questions, but it's nothing like having a personal person. And so that's why I also offer myself to help the people who trusted me enough to start, because it's just amazing. I miss you. So happy for you. Hey, she's awesome. If you can do this, run and do it. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate it. And Lori and I know each other because she was inside of my team inside of Melaleuca. And when I was in Melaleuca, that six-figure business that I built, remember I told you, I was there for 12 months. My first 12 months, I made $158,000. That's what allowed me to leave nursing. I didn't leave nursing because of digital marketing. I left because of network marketing. Yep, I left because of the money I was making there. And then you realize you're not appreciated, and you can lose your business at the drop of a dime. And so y'all don't ever put yourself in that position to have one stream of income. But for those who just got here, I was just telling my journey and how I ended up in this space. And what I want you to understand is, this is a very lucrative space if you learn the skills. And I have multiple streams of income. Like, I have my communities. I have two communities. One is completely paid. You pay $5 a month to be in that community. I have another community that half of it is free. But when people want more information and education, more of me, more mentorship and stuff, I have a $10 section and a $20 section. I have people who are VIP and premium who pay me every single month. So I make income. I have three streams of income just on communities. I sell courses because that's what I've learned. My husband does drop shipping. I sell on TikTok Shop. I also get paid monthly from Repurpose.io, System.io. These are systems and things that I use to run my business. I get paid monthly from a software I use called Panda. It's absolutely amazing, and I refer it to people because it makes my life easy. Yo, I'm just telling you, you're one person, but the biggest thing here is automations. That's how I make money when I'm not working. That's how I make money when I'm asleep, when I'm on vacation. I don't always have to be on. And then the thing is I find a pocket of time. I try to do this business. I try to work at least 2 hours every single day, minimum. Some days I have done 4 hours, but most of the time I try to stay at 1 to 2 hours, and that's it. And I love it because I can talk different. I work 2 hours and I got 22 hours to myself to do whatever I want to do. I can cook dinner, so my family ain't got to irritate me saying, Mom, what's for dinner? And we all been gone. Nope, I take care of that bright and early and get it over with. I can do things that's important to me. Oh, and she said she trains her kids to be independent. I do. They learn how to get that, because Tom and that's my husband, we both are college graduates, and there's nothing wrong with college. Some jobs you need some type of certification, you need some extra, but we've also learned a lot along the way that our bulk of the most income we've ever made in our lives was just working for ourselves and doing things independently, and just teaching people not to be scared, to take a chance on you. You can learn. Don't ever feel like you can't learn. I mean, we're grown, we have life experience. We've had first, second, and third jobs, get there and don't know what we're doing, and we got somebody who trains us, but we learn. And eventually, before you know it, we're the person that people go to for information. But you didn't start out that way. Everything in life is a learned skill. And so this is one of those things too, where you have to allow yourself time to learn. I made $5,000 in my first month. But it was just because I was watching the videos, I was pausing, I was taking notes, I was doing things one step at a time because I didn't have a profile picture. That was the first thing, y'all. I started in the space, didn't have a profile picture on my social media. That's the first thing people need to see when they see your page is your profile picture. If you ain't got one, you need one. And then I had to have a name for my account. I'm like, do I want it to be Danielle Pace? That's my name. Do I want my government up here? My government been on Facebook forever. Do I want that? And I'm like, yeah, no. What is my journey? My journey is this is my story. Since I've left nursing career, what have I been doing? So that's why I did life after nursing. And that's where I came up with that. So I was like, okay. Then they teach you about having a bio. You need a bio so that when people come to your page, they need to immediately know, is this a page worth looking at some of the content? What does he or she talk about? Your bio very quickly needs to get to the point. It needs to tell people, what is your page about? How does it assist them a little bit about you? So I had to play around with that. That is the first part of attraction marketing. You're going to learn all of this. I'm not giving you like a brief highlight, but y'all, these are things that my brain never even thought about. I was so busy. My bio, when I started, said, registered nurse, mom of 4 from Richmond, Virginia. All that is true. All of that is true about me. But how does that help somebody else that know I'm a nurse and I got 4 kids and I'm from Virginia? Am I talking about raising kids? Is that why I'm talking about mother of 4? Are you talking about Virginia, the best restaurants to eat at? No, I'm not. So why is all that in your bio? Don't nobody care about that. And so you have to learn. And that's why I'm saying give yourself space to learn. Because once you learn, that's why I say it don't matter what happens to whatever platform. It doesn't matter. You can go out and build a whole nother business. This thing here, I'm gonna tell you, it's exciting. It's exciting. And if you learn these skills, I'm just telling you, it's gonna pay you for months and weeks and years and stuff to come. Because I make money when I'm asleep. Sometimes people go to my website, like what's right here in the middle of the screen, they purchase a digital course. It's in the middle of the night. I wake up and I'm like, oh, that was nice. I just made $600 because I used to sell a $600 course. I've made $900 in my sleep. Woke up and be like, oh my God, I made $900 and I haven't been live all week. Okay, now let's put this in perspective. I was on vacation. I was walking through Sam's Club and a ding came through and I looked at my phone. It said, you just made $900. I was like, shut up. And me, Tom, and KDP is my 15-year-old. She was like, Mom, you did that and you ain't been doing nothing. We've been enjoying ourselves here in Florida. I said, sure did. But I have been working. I was working 1 hour a day. I was creating content. I was posting 2 to 3 pieces of content every single day. You don't know who's going to find your stuff. You don't know when they're going to find it. You don't know what country they're in. They could be in, like I had a video that went viral and I made so much money in February. That's how I had a $7,000 week. I had a video that went viral in Africa. So that day, everybody who joined my funnel was all in parts of Africa. People were purchasing in Ghana and all these different places. And then like 2 days later, that same exact video went viral in the Philippines. So guess what happened? Then I had all these people purchasing from the Philippines and from Africa. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I could just perfectly be honest. I'm gonna tell you I was stressed out the next week. I'm gonna tell you why I was stressed out. Because their money is different. So they paid for it, and all the conversion and everything is taken care of on the back end. But when they were trying to help their people get started, I didn't know, like here in America, we don't share our bank accounts. Like if somebody say, what's your bank account and your route number? You be like, I know you lost your mind. You is not sharing that with that. But over there, that's like the way everything needed to be set up step by step for them to have everything set up for it's called cash delivery or whatever for pay. So that's different. We don't do that here in America. So it was like a frustrating week. I was happy with the moolah, but it was a learning curve for me. And so I just, but it's fun because you get a chance to help people. And then when you talk to them and you see the differences that it's making for them and their family, opportunity that they would never even have access to, I think that's the most exciting part because it's not just here in America that people are struggling and broke. There's people struggling all over the world. There's people in third world countries who are starting this in these programs and they're now making money for their family. I have been on calls and I've seen people crying. A guy from Kenya who quit his job as a teacher and brought his mama a house. And it's just like, and he's like, and he just had the $100 program, one that I was in. He sells $100 program and people can afford it. And he was able to do it and use the internet. It's exciting to see y'all and to be a part of that. And you will file your taxes, okay? Because with Lux, what I have now, you're promoting like a school and a community education. So you're going to get your 1099. I'm going to need you to file taxes, but I'm going to need you to have deductions. So you want to eat out, don't be thinking twice, go eat out. I want you to say the receipt, that's a tax write-off. And you can write your cell phone bill off. You can write off your internet for your home. You want to go on vacation? Stop being scared. Get the airline ticket, get your tail on the plane and go. because it's a business expense. I want you to take pictures at the airport. I want you recording it. You're going to post it. You're going to make content. You're going to write it off. You know, you have to think different. It's an entrepreneur mindset, y'all. That's all I want you to understand, that this is an entrepreneur mindset, and enjoy the journey. But you got to be consistent. If you're not consistent, then people, one, they don't get to know who you are. They don't get to know you're a real person. They want to see if you're going to stick with it and do it. So be consistent. Make sure you post content. If consistency is something you struggle with, my biggest advice for you is to batch record. And what I mean by that is I want you to take out 6 or 7 shirts on Sunday. They can be wrinkled and ironed. It don't matter on TikTok, okay? And I want you to put that shirt on, and I want you to record 2 videos in it. Take it off, put a new one on, record 2 videos in it. Take that off, vice versa, right? And I'm going to want you to create all of your content, and you're going to save it in your drafts. And every day, you're going to just post 2 of them. You'll pick one, post it maybe in the morning, post your second one in the afternoon, and then go about your life, okay? That's what you're going to do that helps you be consistent. Be consistent. Consistency is where the money resides. What they say, those who win and make money here are consistent. And it don't mean consistency about posting about no product or anything. It can be consistent about what's important to you, what you want to share. You want to say mindfulness Monday, wellness Wednesday, whatever it is that you want to do, be consistent, okay? That's one of my biggest advice. Let me show you what some of these girls and guys are doing here inside of Lux Income Lounge, right? And they ain't spent but $200 for this, okay? Absolutely, Lori. Absolutely. People don't even know that. Let me pin you for a second, because people need to read that. They need to understand. All right, so I'm going to flip my camera around because I want to show y'all what people are doing here. And this is like across the board. People in these courses are making bank. They sell it. Some people just take the skills and do something else, okay? So right here, Natalie, she made 6 figures in 2.5 months. Like, can y'all see that? I know it's a box on the screen, but she made $101,000. Here it is. She dropped receipts. I come from businesses that tell you drop receipts. When I was in Melaleuca, we drop receipts on people all the time. Like, hey, this is how much money I made. Boom, look at it in your face. Okay, so we drop receipts here. So in she's made over 6 figures in 2.5 months. She joined June the 4th of this year. And this morning she hit $100,000. That's 3 times my annual salary. She made it in 2 months. And guess what she did? She quit her job. Like she said, I went from burnt out 9-to-5 worker 2.5 months ago. She started this just so she can have gas and grocery money. Do you know how many people go to get some gas and only put $20 in their tank? $20, because that's all they can do. It ain't getting you far, but that's all she started for, was to see if she can come up with enough for gas and grocery. And now look what has happened to her. Also, Anuli, she'd have made $12,000 in 35 days. What would you do if you brought in an extra $12,000? You don't need no college degree. You can start from scratch, but just imagine if you did that. And she said she started with 0 knowledge of what to expect. I joined scared. I was anxious. I joined, but she was willing to learn how to get this money flowing in through my phone. Ain't that something? And she brought from that girl, Natalie, who'd have made all that money. That's who she purchased from. Ain't that something? That's what she did. $1,500 doing UGC. That's another stream of income that you're learning here. Is user-generated content. It's how you make videos for companies. So if you're someone who says, I don't want to be on social media because I don't want people to see me and all this, you don't want to do that, fine, don't. But do UGC. So you're gonna learn that inside of here too. So this girl got a $1,500 brand deal. If you got dogs and pets, you can get brand deals for your pets. Some people, dogs is out here making more than people making their jobs, y'all, with UGC. So get that too. This girl got fired from her job on July the 23rd, but she wasn't worried. Let me tell you why. Because in July, she made $17,000 in her business. She made $17,000. It's true, Lori. People, dogs in here. It's a girl in here who got like an $800 a week for 4 videos brand deal for her dog. Yo, that's crazy. $17,000 in a month of starting her business. $1,500 in 7 days. In 7 days. That's extra. She got a job. Go to work and make this. This is extra income on the side. Becca made $11,000 my first week of Lux. This is someone else who landed a UGC deal. You'll learn about how you can do those. That's another stream of income. Tony, he's 63 years old, and he generated $2,000 in my first 5 days with Lux. You know why? Because he probably was speaking to people 60, saying, hey, if you over 60, get in this room, get in this room. And the algorithm pushed it to everybody who post 60 plus. And he loaded the room with people that's his age bracket. Y'all, they teach you all this stuff. It's not secret sauce. They're gonna teach you this. It's certain things that you want to call out so that the algorithm puts you in front of those people, right? Like nurses. I love nurses, healthcare workers, 12-hour shifts, nurse practitioners. And watch what happens. A lot of times I get a lot of nursing up in here, right? But you call out your audience and the algorithm brings them into your lives through the FYP. Technology is so sweet, y'all. That's why you ain't got to chase people no more. You don't got to invite people to a presentation. You don't have to do none of that. You just start the presentation and let the internet do the work. It's so free. I just got to tell y'all that. First 5-figure month. This girl made 5 figures for the first time. She said, I came into Lux believing God for my first 10K month. She was hoping to make $10,000. See what that was like. And he gave me double for my trouble. She closed July, made $20,000. She said, I cried real tears. Lindsay, her very first sale, she said in her stand store today, she made $226 because every time that you sell this program, that's what you make. Michelle, averaging around $1,000 a day. Veronica, in 2 weeks, she made $50,000. She had a viral video, y'all. That video went viral. And in 2 weeks, she made $50,000. Y'all, that was close to what my annual salary was. This is ridiculous. In 2 weeks from your cell phone. Wi-Fi money, y'all. And all they did was invest it one time. 21 days, Tim made $9,000. Invest one time and you get lifetime access. These programs, I like it. There's no monthly expenses. There's no every single month you're spending money to keep it up. You know, I did all of that. Every business that I had monthly overhead. One of them, I had to order products every month to get my check. Another one, my team had to place a certain amount of orders every single month, meaning I was ordering every month. You have to continue shelling out money, shelling out money, shelling out money. Here, you pay one time. That's it. You got lifetime access. So I spent $267. That's it. Every time I sell this, I make $227. $227 every time. So if you just sold it, just imagine if you just sold it once a week. There ain't enough daylight in here. I thought my little bootleg calculator would work. So I'm pulling the calculator up on the computer screen. Just imagine for a second. Because some people's mind can't wrap it around seeing making $10,000, $20,000 a month. Sometimes that's hard to think about. When you've never accomplished it, you've never seen that type of money. So let's start low. Imagine if you just did $227, you sold it once a week, every week. Would you benefit from an extra $900 a month just learning the skills to sell it once a week? Just one time a week. Absolutely. But I'm just going to show you this. You paid $267 for the course. Every time you sell it, you make $227. So $40 went to the company. If you sold it one time, you made $227. That means you almost paid yourself back. You just need to make another $40, right? The next one you sell, you make $227 minus the 40. You up profit $187 with your second sale. Your second sale, you're in profit mode. And guess what? You're in profit mode from that point on to forever. You're in profit mode. That's it. That's not like a traditional job. Traditional jobs, especially if you start a business, you're not in profit mode for 3 to 5 years, y'all. This is different. This is so different. And that's why I love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. If I knew the skills and knew what I knew now, oh my God, I would have made $1 million in any of those other businesses I've ever did, those endeavors I got into before. I would have been a multimillionaire if I knew what I knew now about how to use the internet. But now it makes sense to me. There was corporate directors in my last company that I did who were so good on the internet. Their stories stayed loaded. They always was posting drama, attracting people, getting them watched. Now I understand attraction marketing and what they were doing on the internet. Hey, Nurse Nikki, and how they were making so much money. I didn't understand that because I didn't know that. What you don't know, right? Now I understand how they all reached corporate director in that company so quick, how they all was making so much money. They were using the internet attraction. Hey, Olivia. Olivia says, I am new. I'm so glad to have you. Welcome in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, Life After _Nursing. I try to go live. I go live on TikTok just about every day, and I don't go live all the time here on YouTube. But I am live today on both because I'm like, why not? I got two devices. I got one of these little stands that hold both phones at the same time. I might as well do it. If you get an opportunity, please take a moment and just watch a video or two of mine to learn a little bit more about me on my YouTube channel and who I am. I am a retired registered nurse. I've been a nurse for 21 years. All I ever wanted, y'all, was time freedom. So I tried climbing the corporate ladder. That just led to more stress and the need for Lexapro. And I added more on myself than was ever necessary, especially being a parent, having 4 children. And so I tried network marketing, MLMs, and unlike most people's story, they have a bad experience. I made really great income, and that allowed me to walk away from nursing 6 years ago. But something drastic happened. I lost my business because I had started another company. And the business that I was with, they thought that I was going to take my entire team to another company. And that was not true. The company I was going to was travel, and I was in a wellness business. You're going to travel, you're going to take a bath and brush your teeth and use deodorant. There's no conflict in my mind. I lost everything, and that changed my view of making income. It's all about skills, and don't be a part of a business where you don't own it. It's not yours. You can lose it. Someone can take it from you. That's dangerous. That puts you just like a job, being at zero streams of income, because when people lose a job, their back is against the wall. They're stressed on how they're going to pay their mortgage, all the things. And if you just leave, what I did was I left corporate America. I built that network marketing business, and that was my sole source of income. The best thing about that happening, I am married, so it was all good. I do have a spouse, so it didn't put us in a financial pickle, right? But it stressed me out because I worked so hard and then to lose it. So mentally, it worked a number on me, but it just made a more resilient individual to understand how money works, income, and never leave everything up to one business and it's theirs. Make sure that you are getting high income skills that no one can take from you, that you can build on, that you can be able to make months, weeks, and years from now. And that's my sole purpose. And that's the biggest thing that I harp on. You're gonna hear me talk about it all the time. I don't care about these courses. Yes, they're amazing. When I say care about, I'm saying they are amazing. You can resell them. Fine, do that. Make $20,000. Hit it, sell the course till you make 6 figures, but you'll better have other streams of income along the way. That's the most important thing that you should gather from these things is, how do I set up more streams of income? That's it. That's totally it. So if you want to follow my journey, that sounds like something you're interested in learning, please do so. I promote done for you digital courses inside of my community. You'll find that. So right here on YouTube, before you subscribe, right where you go to subscribe to my channel, you will see my banner up there, life after _ nursing. And you will also see my website on school. Come join my free community. Start learning digital marketing, what it is. When you're ready to stop playing around and watching other people, grab Lux, because that's where you're going to run up the bag and start making money. Grab Lux Income Lounge. You'll be able to purchase that inside of my community as well. You'll also see other things that you can use to monetize and make money, because like I said, I have multiple streams of income. I still got that travel business. So if you want to have a travel business, there's a link in there for you too to watch the information, learn, and start a travel business. If you want a free healthcare business that promotes products called More Vital, you can learn about that. That's free. You can have a whole business there that doesn't cost you a dime, and you make really great income. They got a great comp plan. That's in there. I have other streams of income that you can learn, but my brain is just wrapped in being multifaceted, having multiple streams of income. And you'll learn that walking with me inside of my community called Live at Your Pace. The whole goal is to help you to learn, monetize, and make money, but at your pace. You're the boss. No one's going to rush you. You do things at your own pace and time, okay? But really great income comes in first learning these skills, how to do it. And I learned all these from a course. And Lux Income Lounge, hands down, I just showed you all the wins that people are having in there. It's the best investment. It's only $267 one time. And people are starting with the payment plan. And on the payment plan, y'all, it's $23 a month. Yeah, I just wanted to say it and let you digest it because it's not expensive. You see, to start a business that can change your life, that can make you thousands, that's creating millionaires. Miranda's a millionaire, like for real. Like, it's creating millionaires in this space. And you only pay $23 a month. And then once it's paid off, it's paid off. And it's going to be paid off in a year. And you have a business. Trade out 2 large pizzas this month. Trade out going to get coffee at Starbucks or your local gas station. $20 a month to have a business. Start learning these skills and run it out. If you want to get started, if you're here on my YouTube page, The way that you get started, the best way I would say is just join my free community. And once you get in, you can click the link inside of my community and you'll join Lux. That way you'll already be in this space too, so that you can get my weekly training calls. You have access to talk to me, all the things, okay? Instead of just being on YouTube. And for those who are here on TikTok, the easiest way for you to get started is you can either go to my website here in the middle of the screen, liveatyourpace.com. We want to live at our own paces, right? Liveatyourpace.com. Go there, put your name, your best email address in, and just read the information first, okay? Read information. I know I hate to say this, but they always say if you want to hide something for people, put it in a book, they won't read it. We're not that way. We're entrepreneurs, we're smart, we're business people. Okay, so go ahead and read it. And then at the bottom is where you can check out. Okay, you'll be able to check out, use Klarna. If you want to do the payment plan, click the light pink K. It says Klarna, and that's where you'll get your payment plan for $23 a month. And you also can get to it too. There should be an orange square box at the bottom of the left-hand side of your screen with an arrow that points up. If you see that arrow, type yes in the chat. Put a yes in the chat, because I have 2 pages and I toggle between going live on both. And sometimes it doesn't bring over the information. So let me know if you see it. See you later. See you later. Tell your daughter and your husband I said hello. Do any of y'all see that yellow square box at the bottom left corner of the screen? Let me know if you see it. Yes or no. If you see a yellow square box. That's called the Service Plus button, y'all. This is automations. Remember I told you everything I do is automations up in this camp. You're going to set up automations too. No? Okay, well, I don't know what I did wrong, but it's supposed to be a yellow box at the bottom of the screen. It's supposed to be like a yellow square in the bottom left corner with an arrow that points up. And don't even worry about it. Just go to my website right here, www.liveatyourpace.com. Put your name and your best email address in and go ahead and get started. Who's getting started today? So I can know who, because I want to make sure I help you, that I'm available today. So if you had any questions, who's getting started today? Who is getting started? Is anybody getting started with Lux Income Lounge? It's $267. Payment plan, $23 a month. But that's for those who are tired of playing scared. You don't want to keep watching other people make money. You know that you can do it too. Listen, it ain't rocket science, y'all. We ain't building no rocket ships. We ain't going to space. This ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. Your cell phone probably costs more than $200. Some of y'all got shoes cost over $200. Making other people rich. Make some money for yourself. Anybody getting started today? Anybody on the fence? They thinking about it, but they're like, oh, I got a few more questions. I'm nervous. Who is it? Anybody in here scared? They're like, oh, I want to do it, but I'm a little hesitant. I'm scared. If that's you, go ahead and type you scared. There's always someone. Don't be scared. And anytime that we do something different, it's out of our comfort zone, it will make us a little nervous, right? It's just normal. That's just what happens. It's just your subconscious brain. It's there to protect you. So every time you do something that's not in your normal routine, of course, apprehension, nervousness kicks in, but we have to push past it. You're nervous when you go to that job, but for the first time, but you got to go so you get paid. You push past the fear and you show up anyway, right? So it's the same exact principle. You got to just push through it. Who in here, who wants to get started, but they're like, I'm a little scared, I'm a little nervous. Is that anybody in here just like that? And if you just got here, welcome in. My name is Danielle. I am a retired nurse from Virginia. I was introduced to digital marketing 2 years ago, and I absolutely love it, love it, love it. It's changed my life. It's changed my view of making income. I'm all about learning these high income skills that no one can take from me, that I'll be able to start businesses, help businesses that are already in existence, and no one can snatch it from me. I've lost a business that I built, a multi-six-figure business in a wellness company. And I've learned that I didn't own it, right? Built a team to 1,000 people, but you realize you don't own it. So now it's all about skill set, making sure that we have enough skills to have multiple streams of income. And that's what I teach people how to do. I do promote digital courses. I also have my own community. I have various ways that I make money on the internet, and I share it all with you because it's all an open book and it's not a secret. I have 11 streams of income, and a lot of those I teach you inside of my own personal community too, because I've learned them over the years of the thousands of dollars I spent in various courses. But the best course that I have right now that I share with people, one, is the affordability of Lux Income Lounge. It's $23 a month on a payment plan. So people don't have the hiccup of saying, I can't afford it. I've had programs that I used to sell that was $1,000, and I did fine with those. Selling those $900 course, $1,500, not a big deal. I did good selling those. But sometimes people wanted to get started, but they wouldn't even get approved on the payment plan because they credit jacked or they just don't have it. So I love that this one now people are getting approved. They're starting businesses, and I'm watching most people who purchase this make money within their first 30 days. So that's one thing that I love about this. Also, there's 3 to 4 weekly training calls put on every week for newbies. So newbies are never lost. You're never like, I don't know what to do. That'll never happen. Okay. Everything is organized and systematic. And there's 3 to 4 weekly training calls every single week. This is for those who are willing to learn, because you have to be willing to learn a new skill. And so if you're willing to learn, invest in yourself and start a business, then get started. And then I'll work with you, because this isn't purchased from me. This is do this with me, because I do this too. I love what I do. I love helping people. I love seeing people win. I have girls who purchase from me who have already retired their husbands. I have one who's also left her job. I got people created other things on their own. So I think it's just exciting to watch people create ebooks and doing other things in this space. And so that's what I'm here for, to facilitate and help you with that. And so I also have a community of my own called Live at Your Pace that I put you inside of. I do weekly coaching calls too. That way, anyone who ever purchases from me, you're never lost. You never can say, oh, I couldn't find it. No, 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 no. I have a community too. And so I'm here to walk with you step by step. Okay. Is there any questions? Does anybody have any questions for me at all? Any. And if you just got here and if you missed this live, feel free to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'll be up there in about 5 minutes, and I'll click the box. So I'm live right now on my YouTube channel, but they always mark it private. But after 5 minutes after it loads, then I can change it to public, and you can go watch today's date live. Okay. So if you missed it, just go subscribe to my YouTube and you can watch it live. Okay. And then if you have any questions, you can comment under the post over there. Of course, I'm the one who gets them, right? It's on my page. Here, if you want to DM me, go ahead and DM me now. The easiest way to do this, that way you know that you're connected directly with me, is that you sent me a private message. Just hit that and say, hey, Danielle, I want the information. Send me the website. Send me your free community. Whatever it is that you got for me, just go ahead and hit that button, and it comes directly to me. You know it's me because you're catching me on live. I don't have any fake pages out there that I know of. At one point in time, it was ridiculous. I had about 10. And I went through the process of doing the infringement reports with TikTok and getting them all pulled down. So I don't think I have any more fake pages. If you come across 2 Life After Nursing, they're both me. One is me face forward, and this one, my profile is from the side. So they're both mine, okay? I don't think there's any more fake ones floating around out there. All right, y'all. Well, it was nice hanging out with you. And if y'all got questions, I look forward to hearing from you. And if you're getting started, I look forward to working with you. I like to talk to you within 24 to 48 hours. Just in case you got any last minute questions. But everything is sent to you. When you sign up, your first email comes from Miranda. It's going to have your login to your courses so you can start learning. You'll create a username and a password. And also in that same exact email at the bottom, you will find your affiliate link. You immediately have an affiliate link where you can affiliate for the program and make money. Okay. Immediately. So there's no setup, no none of that. Okay. They're going to talk about setting up a stand page, but don't worry about anything yet unless you got something else that you want to sell. We'll talk about that later. Right now, just get your affiliate link, get in and start learning. Okay. And then we'll connect. If you need to catch the replay of this, you remember, head on over to my YouTube page. It'll be up there in like 5 minutes and you can watch this live. Okay. All right. Well, I'll see y'all soon. Take care. Bye.